Hello everybody, I am back and I am playing They Are Survival. At the moment I am trying to collect, what was it? I was trying to collect something and I can't remember what. As you can see, I'm getting a good start. 63 being rags, 6 bolts, 1 mask. I'm probably gonna wear that. It'll help me with my radiation. I'm gonna go check out this city over here, Kola, because I have not explored everything in Kola. So basically, what this game is about is you wake up in a city that you have no idea how you got there or anything. You just know that one, you're hungry, two, you're extremely thirsty, and you're aching all over. And because you wake up like that, you don't realize what has happened. But the thing is that you're actually in a nuclear fallout, is what I would guess. I've played this game before. I've gotten pretty far in it, but it is a pain to collect everything. And these medicines here, this one's for blood regeneration. That's what this bleeding effect over here is. Radiation and poisoning. And exhaustion is that little skull on the top left of the screen. And once you hit 100 exhaustion, you die. It's game over. You got to start from your save point. And the thing is, these little areas where there's a little hut right there, that is literally the only save point you can get unless you buy premium. But anyway, let's continue with finding some shit. Let me move this over. I'm trying to find some water. I know I can make coal, and that will help me filter out this water. This water is toxic, which is probably a bad thing. I wouldn't recommend drinking it in real life, that's for damn sure. And as you can see, you got these caps. And what these caps are for is this little shop right here. As you can see, you can buy 1,000 for 99 cents, 6,000 for $4.99, and 14,000 for $9.99. Unless you want to spend a shit ton of money on it and just go for the 200,000 caps for $99.99, which I would not recommend, because you might just end up dying on here anyway. But you can use the caps to buy survival sets, handyman sets, humanitarian and aid box sets, which gives you food and water and things you need. But you can also buy skills, weapons, armor, transport. And if you're going to go for transport, I'd suggest the Belez. Item weight 100 tons. Protection 30,000. Rest bonus 100,000. Light bonus 90%. 100% for rest bonus, my bad. Resistance. And you got all these percentages here. Capacity 200 tons. 56 kilometers per hour. Off-road speed 50. And the thing is, you will never ever need to get fuel. That's what these little things on the bottom are for. There's gasoline and there's diesel. And a lot of these vehicles you get do not last long on gas at all. It's just like real life. You run out of gas faster than you can think. But anyway, enough of the store. I'm going to show you real quick how we do this. I'm going to go back to my save point. Shit. And you can only carry so much on you. That's what that load 137% is. That means I've got too much weight on me and I need to drop some. You can create backpacks and stuff to help you with that, but I don't really recommend it. It's no, I recommend getting the backpacks. I just don't recommend picking up everything in sight, because if you get too overloaded, then you gotta get rid of a lot of shit, and sometimes that can be a bad thing. And now I'm down to 88%. What the fuck is it doing? Oh, it's giving me caps. That's for you get ads, and that's how you get the caps. You can just back out and they'll automatically give you the caps you want. And if you go through the water, it slows you down tremendously, because you need to have a handmade raft, or you can go down to this mechanics and you can make a motorized raft, and that will help you get through the water faster. Because believe it or not, hang on, this map is literally this fucking large. You got all this space that you got to go explore, and this little city over here, I don't want to do that. This little city over here, that Vlansvoski, you're in Russia pretty much, but this little city on the bottom right corner of the screen, you're supposed to go there because your family, you had a dream about them and stuff, and you got to go there to see if they're all right, because you got an apartment in there. So you got to cross this whole freaking map, unless you want to take the long way around, but I wouldn't recommend that either, because in order to do that, you must have a lot of supplies. I mean, a shit ton of supplies. That would take ages to do, and it's not very smart to do that. Anyway, I'm going to show you real quick. Make a fire, you got to kindle it. It takes so many minutes to kindle it, and everything is set up to where it actually feels like you're trying to survive in a nuclear wasteland, which is a good thing. Not many games can say that, because not many games are actually that good. The fuck are you doing, cat? But now that I've cleaned those, I can go ahead and do this. You gotta boil them, and in order to boil your water and make food and stuff, you need fire, and most of the time you'll need a utensil. And give me a second, I'll show you what that is. You go down to survival, and you go over to this. It says wear and tear 97%, item weight 300 grams, will break in 7 uses, which means I have to go find another saucepan. But that is literally the only way you can clean your water, is using a utensil. And sometimes it will require something like a knife or stuff like that if you're trying to because there's monsters. There's radioactive rats, radioactive wolves, lynx, which is pretty much like a tiger. And once you kill them, that's what the weapons are for, is to kill those animals that are radioactive. But there are certain animals you can kill, and it will give you a certain amount of meat that they got. And once you do that, all you got to do is use this knife, clean the carcass out, like you're hunting in real life, and you got to cook them. And to cook them, you got to either use the fire, or you can go down to this cooking section and you can do this. Apples and all kinds of crazy stuff. Chemistry, that's for making the tractidine. This will help you. It's an anti-radiation drug, and it gives you minus 25 radiation. That's a very useful thing when you're in this wilderness, because you always run into radiation in all the towns. And you got the -5, -5, -5, -30 poisoning. Once you get enough radiation, you get poisoned, or if you drink or eat something that is poisoned, you'll get poisoning. And fatigue, that's your this little eye in the middle of the screen here that says 30. That is your fatigue. And once you reach 99, does not matter if you're in a city, wilderness, wherever you are, if that reaches 99, you automatically go to sleep. And unless you got an alarm clock, which you can find in further on in the game, you have to literally wait until you wake up. So in the beginning of the game, make sure that you really want to make sure you don't be in a radiation zone when that happens, because if that happens, you cannot wake up until it goes all the way back down to 0. But anyway, that's all for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe down below. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye bye.